Hello, yoga friends. Whenever we're feeling stuck, creatively, digestively, energetically, a twisting practice can help us stir our own pot, if you will, and get us unstuck. So today's twisting practice will start on our backs.
We'll let the legs stretch out long and the arms stretch back. Spread your fingers. And then even point the toes. Squeeze the toes up to get the stretch in the top of the ankle. And then we'll bring our arms by our side, turn the palms up, and we'll bend the knees. So you can have the feet slightly wider than our hip frame. And then just let them kind of swing in and out. And then we'll let them tent together, just touching very gently together so that we feel nice and supported in this lying down position. Let the spine settle towards the mat. Soften all of the muscles in the face and the jaw. Maybe sigh through an open mouth. Notice what sounds you hear other than the sound of my voice. I have my window open so I can hear the rain falling for as long as it lasts. I'm one of those people that likes to hear the sound of water. Waterfall, rushing river, ocean waves, rainstorm. All of those sounds are calming for me. So allow the sound of your breath to have that calming effect on us. That whooshing in and out can sound like ocean waves. Or maybe you envision it as the wind through trees. Whatever picture you paint in your own mind, be at peace so that our breath becomes deeper and steady. And we keep that steady and deep pattern of breathing even when we begin to start to move. And then our inhale will stretch us out long again. Just send one leg out long, reach both arms back. And then the exhale, we'll pull the bent knee up to the chest, give it a little squeeze into the belly. And then inhale, both our arms back, both legs forward. Exhale brings the other knee up to the chest. We'll hold on to it, squeeze it in close. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draws the knee in. Couple more times. Big breath in. Exhale, draw the knee in. Now keep moving with your breath, and the next time the right knee is up to the belly, we're going to hold it there and give it a little bounce in toward the belly. The left hand will guide the right knee across into a twist. Turn the head to look to your right shoulder. And then we'll come back to center. Allow the right leg to extend long. We'll let both arms reach back. That's our inhale. Exhale, we'll pull the left knee up to the chest, and with both hands, give it a little bounce toward the belly. And then right hand will guide the left knee over into a twist. Look towards your left shoulder. And then we'll come back up to center. Let both knees bend. The heels now will align with our sitting bones and the arms are by our side. So we'll keep our arms by our side, hands pressing down. Press into the feet. We'll inhale. The hips lift up, a bridge pose. Exhale. Let the spine roll down. This time as the hips lift, the arms will reach back. And as the hips lower down, roll down, the arms will come down by our side. Now this time the hips lift, just one arm reaches back. And as the spine rolls down, we'll let the arms switch out. And the hips lift and the arms will switch. And the hips lower and the arms switch. A few more of these breaths. Hips lift, arms switch. And the exhale, hips lower, arms switch. Next time the hips lift, both arms reach back. And they will stay reaching back as the spine rolls down. And then once the hips are at rest, we'll draw the knees in, hand on each knee, let them circle out and around. And then circle them the opposite way. All right, we'll rock forward and back or side to side. We'll draw all the way up to a standing position. So come to standing towards the top of your mat. And we'll actually start in a forward fold. So have our feet about hips distance apart, toes are soft. And we'll let the knees have a pretty soft bend in them as well. Head is heavy. We'll let it look from one side to the other side. And then the head is heavy and the arms are heavy. We'll slide the hands up to the shins, press against the shins and lift. Fullest extension of your arms. You may look like sort of a bridge. And then fold down easy. Let the hands slide above the knees. Draw us up, maybe slightly higher than halfway. Stay here. Pull the belly into the spine. And then our inhale lifts us all the way to standing. Reaching up. Hands come to rest at our heart center. We'll reach the arms up again. Lace up all but the index finger and the thumb. Point up to the sky. And we'll bend our elbows, point the index finger to the back of the room. And then maybe point that index finger to the mat behind you. Elbows are pointing up. The head might be pressing against the thumbs if it touches the back of your head. And then we'll let that pointer finger reach straight up and we'll lean to our right. Big breath in. And we come back to center. Take an inhale in center. Exhale, lean to our left. Take another inhale in this side leaning position. And our exhale will draw us back to center. Now we'll bring our prayer hands all the way into a forward fold. Inhale lifts us halfway up. Exhale, fold down easy. The left foot will step back, ground the heel, find our warrior feet, and we'll rise up, warrior one. Exhale turns us to warrior two. Inhale, reverse our warrior, stay pretty deep in that front knee. And then our exhale will bring both hands down to the floor, stepping forward, forward fold. Half lift, hands on the shins. Draw, bridge back. And then fold down heavy. Second time, hands above the knees, lift maybe slightly higher than halfway. Stay here, pull the belly into the spine. Inhale, reach us up tall. Palms will press together and we take it all the way into a forward fold. Right foot steps back, heel comes down to the floor, and we rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. And our inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm reaches high. Exhale, we bring both hands down to the floor and step forward again, forward fold. 2 times and a half lift. Hands can be on the shins for the first one, lower down. Second one, lifting up and staying here on the exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale all the way to standing. Palms press together. And bring the hands to the heart. And we'll sit the hips back to a prayer chair. Inhale, arms reach up, exalted chair. Exhale, hands to the chest, prayer chair. One more time, exalted chair. We'll press the hands together. We'll bring it through our prayer chair all the way into forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, folding easy, left foot steps back, ground the heel, find our warrior feet, and we'll rise up, warrior one. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, we find a side angle, propping the right forearm on the thigh. Left arm will take a sweep forward, but then down towards the floor, and then back up again. So do that 2 more times. Arm reaches forward and down, and then back and up. One more time. Arm reaching forward and down. And then as it reaches back, we're lifting up to our warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands down to the floor, and we're stepping forward, forward fold. 2 times and a half lift. And fold down. Second time, lift up halfway or higher, and stay here, pull belly into the spine. Inhale, reach us to standing. Palms press together, and we'll sit down to a prayer chair. Inhale, exalted chair. Exhale, prayer chair. One more time, exalted chair. And then we take it all the way into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold easy, right foot steps back, ground the heel. And we rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, brings our left forearm onto our thigh. And the right arm reaches up, side angle. And if your shoulder is okay with that rounding movement, we'll bring the right arm forward and down. And then it draws back and up. Body stays where it is. This is just a movement in the arm. Big sweep. And one more time, the arm moves around. And then it will lift us up into our warrior two, reverse warrior. Exhale, brings the hands down to the mat, and we'll step forward into our forward fold. Inhale, lift us halfway up, first time. Exhale, fold down easy. Second time, lift maybe a bit higher than halfway. Stay here, pull belly in. Inhale, reach all the way to standing. We'll bring our arms down by our side. Turn the palms to face forward. So spread the toes out nice and wide. Make sure the knees are movable and the pelvis is tucked just a little bit. We want the thigh bones to be pressing forward, heart to be lifted. Tallest, proudest posture. Then we'll check in with our breathing. Is it deep enough to satisfy the movement of the muscles? Now our inhale will reach the arms out and up. Palms will press. We'll sit towards a prayer chair. Inhale, arms reach up again. We'll press the palms together. Take a little twist to our right so that left elbow can just touch onto your right knee. Inhale, back up to our exalted chair. Exhale, prayer twist to our left. Inhale again, exalted chair. Exhale, prayer twist to our right. Last time, reach it up. Prayer twist to our left. Now stay here. Big breath in. Deep breath out. Now, come back to our chair, releasing that twist, and we're folding forward. Thigh bones press back, head drops heavy. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. And left foot steps back, ground the heel. We rise up, warrior one. Exhale, turns us, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take our side angle. The left arm will reach forward and then down. And as it sweeps back, we're drawing back up through warrior two and into reverse warrior. This time we'll straighten our front leg and draw out over that straight leg into a triangle pose. So again, soften up the toes. Make sure the knees can bend. We lengthen the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Big breaths in. Deep, deep breaths out. Now take a bend in the front knee. Left hand will come down to the floor inside of our right foot and we'll spin to the ball of the left foot. We are in a low lunge. Turn the torso to the right. The right hand can rest on our thigh. Maybe the right arm reaches up high. Big breath in this twisted lunge. Deep breath out. And then right hand will come to the floor. We're stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale lifts us halfway up. Exhale, fold down heavy. Inhale, maybe slightly higher than halfway. Stay here for the exhale. Belly pulls in close. Inhale all the way to standing. Palms pressed together. We'll start with a prayer twist to the left. Right elbow can just touch onto that left knee. Inhale, exalted chair. Exhale, twisted chair to our right. Inhale, exalted chair. Exhale, just touch it down to the left. Inhale, reaches up. Now we'll stay in this prayer twisting chair to our right. 2 breaths. Big inhale. Complete exhale. One more big inhale. Then we'll release the twist. You're still in prayer chair. One more inhale here. And then folding forward. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale lifts us halfway up. Exhale, fold down easy. Right foot steps back. Ground the heel. And we'll rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Forearm props on the thigh. Right arm may take one sweep forward and then down. And as it sweeps back, we lift back up to warrior two. Inhale brings us to reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. And then draw out over our straightened left leg into triangle pose. Steady breaths in and out. All right, take a bend in the left knee. Right hand will come down to the mat. We'll spin to the ball of the right foot. And then turn the torso to the left. Left hand can stay on the thigh, or you can reach that left arm up. Big breaths in, deep breaths out. Left hand comes down to the floor. We're stepping forward into a forward fold. Hang heavy. Inhale lifts us halfway up. Exhale, folding down. Lift halfway up again, a little higher than halfway. Stay here. Pull belly into spine. Inhale, lift us up. Reach us up tall. And then we'll bring our hands behind us. Tug the arms long. Pull shoulder blades back. Soften the toes, soften the knees. Take another inhale in this bound mountain pose position. And then we'll draw down about halfway. Hands might come off of the sacrum. Keep the shoulder blades pulled back. Take another inhale in this halfway point. Exhale, folds us the rest of the way down. Head is heavy. Big breaths in. All right, our exhale will release the arms. Let them be heavy. Inhale, lift us halfway up. Exhale, fold down easy. Now the left foot is going to lunge back. Stay on the ball of the foot if you can. We'll rise up to our crescent lunge. Our exhale, we'll bend the elbows into the rib cage, and then maybe you can bend that back knee just a tiny bit. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, pull elbows in, maybe that back knee bends. Two more, reach it up. And then our exhale brings us into our low lunge. So the left forearm can rest on the thigh and the right hand can be at the hip. So we're taking another twisted lunge, a little more upright than that previous twisted lunge was. Big breaths in, deep breaths out. One more big inhale. Now release this twist. Both hands come down to the floor. And we're stepping forward into a forward fold. Inhale. Halfway up, bracing hands on legs. Exhale, fold down easy. Inhale, come slightly higher. Exhale, belly to spine. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Now bring the hands behind us again. Bind up. Tug the arms long. Deep breath in. And then our exhale will take us about halfway down. One more big inhale. And then our exhale will fold us the rest of the way down. Another inhale here. And then release the arms down to the floor. We'll lift halfway up. Exhale, hands down, right lunges back, staying on the ball of the foot if you can. We'll rise up to our crescent lunge. Exhale, elbows pull into the spine, maybe take a little dip in that left knee, right knee rather, that back knee. Inhale, reach up, crescent. Exhale, elbows in close, maybe that back knee bends a bit. Two more, reach up and pull it in close. Last time, reach it up. And then we settle into our lower lunge, right forearm on the left thigh, left hand on the hip, turning the torso to the left. All right, release, hands come onto the floor. Now we're stepping the left foot back. So we're finding a down dog. So maybe both feet are flat on the floor. Maybe you're up on the balls of your feet. Hands are pressing firmly into the floor and the tail is up high. Big breaths in, deep breaths out. And then very carefully, bring yourself down to the mat and into a seated position. Taking your time, getting yourself as firmly established in this seated position, and we'll cross our legs. We'll start with a right cross in front of the left. And certainly you can support the knees with blocks or pillows if those knees need some support. But we'll sit up nice and tall. So continuing with our twist, we'll let the arms reach up. Let the exhale bring us into a twist to our right. Left hand on our right leg, right hand is behind us. Sitting up tall. And then our next inhale, we'll reach the arms up. We're coming to center. Exhale, twist us to our left. Sitting up tall, right hand on the left knee, left hand behind us. Big breath in. Deep breath out. Now we'll bring both arms up to the sky. Bring the hands down to the floor and we'll walk it forward. Doesn't have to be very far, just enough so that you start to feel something in the hips as we start to draw forward. Keep the head in line with the spine, so it's neither hanging heavy, nor are we letting the back of the neck wrinkle up. So a nice long line from the crown of the head, through the shoulders, all the way back through your tailbone. All right, we'll bring the hands back up towards us. Let the hands come behind us. So pressing into the fingertips, or maybe the palms of the hands, or maybe fist. We'll draw the shoulder blades together closer to the spine. And then if you can, maybe lift the hips slightly off the floor until we feel some sensation in that hip flexor, hip crease area. And then we'll bring the hips down. So uncross the legs and extend them forward, pushing through the heels. And we'll fold right at the hip crease. Keep the hands back behind the hips, and we take that forward fold again. Paying attention to what's going on, where the neck and the shoulders meet. All right, let us come back up. Nice tall posture. Now we'll cross our legs again. Put the left forward of the right. Prop as you need to. Get the glutes comfortable out from under the sitting bones. Big breaths in. We'll reach up. Now this time we'll take our twist to the left first. Right hand on that left knee, left hand behind us. Sitting up tall. And then our inhale, we'll reach the arms up to center. Exhale, we take our twist to our right. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind us. Tall spine, moving to the right. All right, release. We'll let both arms reach up. And our exhale, we'll bring the hands down to the mat in front of us, and we're walking out forward. Keeping length from the crown of the head all the way back through our tailbone. All right, let's walk it back up. Hands come behind our hips. We'll draw the shoulder blades toward the spine, maybe lifting the hips up. And then we'll bring the hips down, extend the legs out again, and take our fold forward. Hands can stay back behind us, or maybe we let them support us somewhere on our thighs or on our shins. We just want to keep that spine long. All right, let us come back up nice and tall. So we'll bend the knees. I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see what my posture looks like. We have the knees bent, the feet are firmly planting on the floor. We'll bring the hands behind us. Let the fingers point forward if you can. We'll push the heart up. Maybe lift the hips up. Good. Bring our hips down to the floor. Now keep the feet on the floor and we'll bring the arms forward. We're still leaning back just a little bit. Now extend the right leg. Turn your body just a bit to the right and then maybe lift that right leg up. You may keep it straight. You might bend the knee, but the foot is off the floor. Big breath in, deep breath out. One more big breath. Now we bring the foot down to the floor, release the twist, hands behind us again. Lift the chest, maybe lift the hips again in our reverse tabletop. Hips come down to the floor. We'll extend the left leg out. You are still leaning slightly back. Arms will draw forward. And you may stay right here or take a slight twist to our left and then perhaps elevate that left leg, leg straight or knee bent, but the foot stays off the floor. Couple of breaths. All right, foot comes down to the mat, release the twist. Now we'll sit up tall, straighten both legs, take another fold forward. All right, we'll come back up tall again. This time we're bending both knees. You can hold on to the back of the thighs and we'll lift both feet up. So my shins are parallel to the floor. Yours may be a little bit closer, feet a little bit closer to the floor. So this is our boat pose. You may keep holding the backs of those legs or extend the arms again. Big breaths in, deep breaths out. 2 more breaths in this boat pose. And then we'll bring the feet down, let the knees fall outward. We'll fold forward. You may hold ankles or around the toes. Let that spine stay long. All right, we'll come back up nice and tall. So I'll turn towards you again. We're taking the legs in a big straddle. So as wide as feels comfortable for you. Posture is really tall. Now we'll bring the hands onto our shoulders so that those elbows are pointing straight out and your upper arms are about parallel to the floor. So we'll take a twist to our right. Not able to go very far because we have our arms in that long line across the chest. And then we'll come back to center and twist to our left. Inhale brings us back to center. Exhale, twist to our right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to our left. One more time. Come back to center, and we'll twist to our right. Now with that body twisting to our right, we're bringing the hands down onto the leg or to the floor, and we're leaning the body towards the right leg. All right, we'll lift up, still looking towards our right leg. We'll bring the hands on the shoulders again. Upper arms parallel to the floor. And then we draw back to our centered position. And then take our twist to our left, getting the torso as far to the left as it will go. And then we're leaning the body towards the left leg. All right, let us come back up to center. We'll return the hands onto our shoulders. And then we'll lean or draw our body towards center. Now extend your arms out in front of you so you can lace up the fingers like you were holding on to a big stick. Now we're leaning forward, as far forward as you can without any support. And then imagine that big stick that you're holding between your hands, we're stirring a big pot. So stir those arms around, pull them in close to the chest, and then we're leaning out, taking big circles. Stirring the biggest pot of whatever it is you want to stir. Ease the breath. Big stirring movements. And the next time we are leaning out forward, we get as far forward as we can, we'll lean back and stir the other direction. All right, next time we are upright, we'll let those hands rest open on our thighs. Find our tallest posture, shoulders relaxing. Legs are at rest. Deep breaths in. Steady breath out. Now we'll draw our legs close together again. Situate yourself on your mat so that we can come down to a lying down position. We'll send the feet up to the sky. So line up the heels over the sitting bones so that the legs are straight up and down. Take your time and allow the spine to settle back down, heavy into the mat. And as we have returned to this lying down position that we started in, let's check back in. First, finding the sound of the breath. Making that ocean sound, or maybe the wind through the trees sound. Are our thoughts wandering to other sounds that we may hear inside or outside of the house or the room? Now keep the arms where they are. Let's bend the knees, bring the feet down to the mat. Allow your right knee just to fall open. And we'll extend the left leg out long. So push through that left heel actively. And the right foot might touch against the inside of your left leg, like a tree pose. So the left leg is active, the left toes are pointing up to the sky, as if that left leg was our support in tree pose. There's no balance involved in this particular tree, so we can focus on the sensation of our shoulders, the opening, our palms facing up to the sky, and the sensation of the hips, the opening in that right side, the strength in the left side. Now we'll bring the right knee into the chest. Hold on to it with both hands. And give the right knee a little bounce in towards the belly. And then we'll bring the right foot to the mat. And we'll bring the left knee to match it. So both feet are pressing into the floor. Heels are aligned with our sitting bones. We'll turn the palms to face down. Press into the feet rather, and lift the hips up to a bridge pose. We'll keep the arms down by our side. Big breath in. And then our exhale, we'll roll the spine down, nice and easy. So when the hips are at rest, the left knee will fall outward. Turn the palms to face up to the sky. And the right leg will extend out long. Right toes are facing the ceiling as well. Left foot might touch to the inside of the right leg as in a tree pose. So we've switched sides now for our tree pose on our back. We feel our strength and stability in the right side. And maybe a little opening of the hip on the left side. Passive stretch across the collarbones, shoulders can weigh heavy down into the mat. All right, so let us bring that left knee up towards the belly. Hold on to it with both hands and give it a little bounce in towards the belly. And we'll let the left foot come down onto the mat. The right will match it. Heels align with our sitting bones, arms by our side, palms down. Press into the feet, lift the hips, reach the arms back behind us. Keep lifting the thigh bones, lifting the belly button towards the sky. Breathing deeply in this bridge pose, this extended bridge pose. And our exhale will roll the spine down. Keep the arms extended. And then when the hips are at rest, we'll bring the arms out to either side. So a big T shape in those arms. Walk the feet out slightly wider than the hips and we'll let both knees fall left. So once the knees are over to the left and you're comfortable, you may decide to bring your left foot to prop on your right thigh. It is an option. If that's not comfortable in your hips or your knees, then don't prop that foot. Just leave it on the floor. Turning the head to look towards the right shoulder. And then we'll unprop the left foot first. Bring the knees through center. And then both knees will fall to the right. Get them situated, get them comfortable. And then at your option, you may prop the right foot on the left thigh. If the right foot is propped on the left thigh, we'll unprop it. We'll bring the knees back to center. Now draw both knees in towards the chest, hand on each knee, and we'll circle both knees around the same direction. After stirring them around, little circles, just enough to rock across that low back. And then we'll circle the knees back the other direction. All right, coming back to center, hands come down by our side, palms facing upward. And we allow the legs to extend out for Shavasana. So allow the body to get comfortable. And then check in again with the breath. What sound is it making? Wind in the trees, or more like an ocean? And can we keep our full attention on the sound of the breath, even as we are aware of other sounds, perhaps other parts of the house, or maybe sounds outside of the house. They are part of our awareness, but not what we are focusing on.
Begin to deepen our breath and take any waking up movements that feel good to you. When you're ready, we'll come to a nice tall seated posture. Hands rest at our hearts, and we bow chin to chest, acknowledging one another with respect and gratitude for sharing our practice today. Thank you for sharing with me. Namaste.